on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have got an emergency phone call from Brett. So Brett has been messaging this guy on a four-wheeler, and he's been talking with him back and forth. There's some issues with it, but the guy wants it gone. So Brett messaged him, and he's like, Nolan, I know you're in Watertown. Can you go pick it up? I'm like, okay, well, let me message the guy and see what happens. I messaged him, and I'm like, bro, this is X amount of money I have in the truck. Let's make it happen. And he's like, the guy's like, you know what, come get it. So we are currently en route. I have no clue exactly. He just sent me the address. So I will film it. I will take pictures, and let's see what we can work for a deal. So this could be the start of something cheap challenge, maybe. Let's see. What's going on, guys? As you can tell, we got it in the back, en route home. And we're gonna see what this entails, what we have to do to get it running. It is non-running, which is fine, but for the right price, right? We actually picked this up for super cheap, like so cheap. Brett bought it, I picked it up. They actually had a lot of other cool stuff there, but so maybe you guys don't have that CBR, maybe we'll negotiate a little bit of a trade option, maybe a little project on the other end. Because I mean, I've been working on the CBR, but not a lot. Don't have time for it. You never know. Winter project. We got to think about that. Coming into the winter. No, this should be a really cool machine. As you can tell, it's back there. It's pretty sure it's a 2006 300EX or something along those lines. It currently has no spark, but that's pretty easy to figure out, I think. Again, we got it for a good price. We don't gamble. We don't gamble. We have certainties, you know? We buy things with certainties that we can fix it or work on it or get it running. This is actually probably the start of, honestly, as you guys know, I bought my Rancher. I bought my Rancher for pretty cheap. This is cheaper yet. This is the start of, I would argue, the cheap wheeler challenge. I know we're deep into the summer. We're in the thick of it. Right now it is August. This is the start of the cheap wheeler challenge. Potentially, we'll see. I'm going to drop this off and Brett's gonna lay his eyes on it. So let's cut to that.
Well, who is this guy? What is this? What is this, my guy?
You're the one that told me to pick it up.
This seems pretty sweet.
Not bad.
Not bad. So you guys saw Nolan's when it wasn't running. It is now running. As you guys follow us on our TikTok, if you don't, go follow us there. You will see it there.
Some fun clips there.
Fun clips there. So we didn't have enough footage, as I said in the last video. We didn't have enough footage for that to be a video, but it made it to TikTok. So go check that out. Go follow us. Bullet.speed.garage on TikTok. Little plug. Shameless. But we got this now. So we're going to unload this thing, give you guys a little walk around. But it doesn't currently run. So we got to get this thing off here, figure it out here in the next couple of days, and then we'll get it back. We'll get them all, hopefully all together ripping.
That'd be wild.
Pretty sick. So
Impressive.
Honestly impressive.
Very impressive.
All right, so let's get this thing unloaded, and then I'll show you guys a little bit more. Dude, not freaking bad. I don't know how I feel about the wrap on it, but
I'd leave it.
the Alpine Star, low-key not bad.
Dude, this thing's kind of sick.
Dude, why do you sit so freaking far back? Dude, no. Like, dude, you're like
I'm
all...
just gonna freaking... Straight wheelies all day.
Bro, you sit so... Dude, you're sitting so far back. There we go.
Dude,
Straddle it.
not bad, bro. Low-key.
Impressive.
Impressive. Impressive. This is gonna be a fun challenge. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
a
thing,
little TLC, this thing's gonna be money.
I think so.
Dude.
You got the key for it. I don't know. There's a lot of new parts on this thing. They got the ODI grips. Not bad. Those are aftermarket. Those, well, they're not bad. Okay.
For what we paid for, it's a decent little pickup.
Dude, it's a wicked pickup. You could probably flip this up pretty easy.
Straight up.
Just wait to get hit with freaking rocks as you're going.
Oh.
Bro, you want me to push you so you know what it's like?
Dude, trust I got it.
Nope, I'm literally gonna push you.
I got it.
Here we go.
Slow, I got it. Did the brakes work?
Yep. You're fighting me? Let off the brake.
The brakes aren't on.
They sure feel like they're on, bro.
They're not.
Jesus.
Dude, Fred Flintstone in this Johnson?
It should roll a lot easier than that.
Good thing in gear.
Really wanted to hop on?
Dude, not bad. It's kind of a cool little rig. The light is just sitting here dangling. We're gonna have to attach that back to the front. Honestly, what we should do is put one of those light bars like Johnny has on his.
Dude, this thing would be interesting.
Dude.
The fuel tank's clean. There's no rust. We're good there.
Dude.
This is like a brand new brake light.
Dude, this thing's pretty cool. Dude, not bad. Honda gang. Dude, everything in the fleet right now is a little spoiler. Everything is a Honda. Are you good, my guy?
I'm just feeling it out. Everything's. It actually came with the bend bars too. Actually, it came with the bend bars.
Pre-bent. Pre-bent.
Honestly, though, this thing's not terrible. Like, I'm not. This doesn't give me any like really crazy bad gut feelings. Like, I feel like the electronics is.
Oh no.
I feel like the electronics is not a bad app.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Wicked for no reason.
Dropping voltage.
A ton of voltage. You're not even doing anything yet.
Something's not right here.
I don't want you.
So something's drawn.
It's not even turning the motor. So
Nolan said that this got hot once we turned the key.
yeah, because the ignition is being ran off.
Light.
No, something else is going on here. Do you feel how hot that is?
Oh, I feel it. Trust.
That's too much draw.
Too much voltage here.
For what it's going on. The same thing happened in my jet ski.
Okay.
I tried like jumping the starter on it.
Mm-hmm. Homeboy's gonna start snipping. Oh!
Yeah, this shit doesn't make sense. So, hit it again. Just hit the key.
Key's in my pocket. Well, how am I supposed to hit the key?
Press the key right there.
Oh.
See, now you're not losing a smoke ton of voltage.
Dude, Nolan's convinced we're gonna have this thing ripping wheelies tonight. He said he wants to go not 12 o'clock tonight.
I'm trying to go to the cottage. I'm trying to drive this to...
He's trying to drive this
I'm
home.
driving this to Syracuse.
Like, this is not a good connection. I wonder how the starter is.
Give me power. Give it to me.
You want power?
Wait. Come turn. Well, not...
I didn't. I had to turn it back on.
You guys didn't notice this is Snap-on multimeter sponsor.
Not actually sponsored. We got it rolling.
This was plugged into here.
Which was plugged into that plug.
Yes. So, well, this was plugged into there, and I'm pretty sure this is getting power here.
Oh. 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 Oh.
How's the starter? Throw an insulated handle. I'm about to get nailed with a lot of...
What, do you want a different screwdriver?
No, this is fine.
I was about to say.
It's plastic. Do you have anything rubber? Or like a glove? Give me a glove. Just give me...
Dude, buddy's about to get buzzed with 10.6 volts of fury. Dude, this thing turns on somehow right now. I'll sharp my pants.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm nervous. I'm getting nailed.
You shouldn't. You're insulated. Huh?
Hardly.
You want it?
No. Yeah, give me all that.
Hold on.
Dude, I'm nervous. Because it's going to start... It's might not fire.
Hold on. Not at 100. All right, we're at 100. You ready? Here we go.
That's a good sign.
Not bad.
It's over.
Not bad. Hold on. There's something smoking up here.
Really?
I thought I saw something. Maybe I was just saw a shadow. I was moving in the back.
We smoke.
Sounds decent.
You had to start it up like that every time. That's not terrible.
Low-key just keep a screwdriver in my
That's
backpack.
exactly what I did with the old... That's what I did with the old Wave Runner.
Dude.
The old Wave Runner.
Oh, dude, when we first had it on.
Because the...
Yeah, because the
rusted up.
ignition wouldn't start.
But no, once you get that figured out here...
Then we can start it from there. Dude, but if I just had to start it from there right now, not bad, low-key.
You reach under there.
One in a.
But, so we know it turns over. We know it's got that.
Spark.
We don't know if it's got spark. So we need to follow this model. So we can test the coil here. Well, not even. Because if we know that this is... I had my thoughts on like it being background. So these go where? What are these goofies?
What is
This
I mean, we got
goes
two disconnected here. I don't know what this
That's what
goes
I'm
to.
saying. Like, I don't know.
Brown?
Black.
Or is it brown or is it black? It's
Black
both.
and brown. But like, that's why like you need
There
almost-
is a brown wire.
But let's look here. So there's some greens that are spliced. Absolute freaking goofball. Central. Oh my God. What is going on here? That low-key was...
Say that again. Wait, what did you say?
This ground wire wasn't even plugged in right.
Oof.
But like that's going into your...
Into the starter, no?
Yeah. Like I need to pull the plug. So I need a 3 5/16 or 5...
Dude, hold on. I got you.
We're gonna... If we get this thing fired, we're gonna zip tie all these wires up so fast. And so, like, that we're gonna take this up the road. Like, we'll be zip tying the Milwaukee Spotlight to the front of this. Yeah, you ain't pulling this.
You're gonna be a small Chinese man.
You ain't pulling this.
What? Doesn't make any sense. Dude, what?
Like the tank lowering needs to be pulled.
Which is a pain in the goober. Yeah, I'm good. Good night.
Dude, there's gotta be.
Give me a swivel. Give me a swivel.
Okay.
Swivel! Two can play at this game.
Maybe next year, buddy.
Low key, this might be harder to pull a plug in this than it is my Sidewinder.
Dude,
And that thing's got 3 of these.
there's no way, dude. This is. I was seeing guys online. They were pulling this
Bro.
no problem.
You got the tank off.
No. No. We also don't have the greatest vantage point on it. You're going from. You're literally twisting it out.
Also, it's got like no gas. It's got a fair gas. Okay, what are we doing?
Looks like we're gonna about a jump starter. Let me know when you're ready. What? Charging? Are you ready? No spark?
What do we got for compression?
Pretty, not bad.
Well, we're gonna do the finger test.
Yes, yeah.
We got compression.
Oh, dude, not bad.
So we're going to check the ignition coil.
Power coming off of it. Manuel called, so we got distracted. Rolly, what did we find out?
So, as you can tell here off the your starting solenoid, they spliced it in directly. But what we noticed, there's a little fuse box back here that is a fuse box that holds a 15 amp fuse that controls the entire electrical system.
Well,
So they bypassed that. So, however many cranking amps not cranking amps, but
how many amps, whatever, it was
however
getting
many
straight
amps
out.
that battery's throwing through, which is a ridiculous amount that the wire can't hold. That's why it was getting hot down up there.
That's why our ignition wire was
But,
getting
like, yeah.
super, super warm.
And that's probably why these are.
And that's why the CDIs are probably
because
cooked
they're not
cherry
rated
blossom
for
chicken.
more than 15 amps.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much where we're at is 2 new CDI boxes, fuse.
We did test the CDIs. They weren't having,
They're
nothing
cooked
was
chicken.
coming
They're
through.
cooked cherry blossom chicken.
They are cooked cherry blossom chicken.
Once those are fixed, and then I wouldn't even install the new ones until that is
Resplice the fuse box.
you're covered.
Correct. Or else we're going
And
to blow
then-
them Johnsons again.
And then you could probably hook up that key again.
Yes, after. So big doings here. We pretty much just diagnosed this whole quad in the matter of an hour.
An hour. I think we're just built different, maybe.
Yeah. Bolt Speed Garage is.
It's actually what's the word I'm looking for?
Wait. Impressive?
Very
Impressive. Dude, absolutely impressive. Yeah, so we just diagged this whole thing. So now we kind of know. So I need 2 CDI boxes. There's a big one and a little one. I gotta figure that. I'll figure that out here when I go upstairs to the old computer. And then
I'd say if you could be in this, parts-wise, sub $100, and you're on the dirt,
that would be the
ticket.
craziest budget quad of all time.
That'd be. It's.
You
not
guys haven't told
possible.
you. We haven't told you what we paid for this yet, but what you'll know when you find out.
If you could keep it below.
You
100,
may poop your pants.
If you keep it below 100, you know that.
So, yeah,
makes
we
it makes my rancher look like Chub Chub.
The bones of it, not bad. Could use a little paint.
It's got. We checked the compression earlier. It's
Compression,
not bad.
pretty good.
Like they just said 2 months ago it ran,
Yeah.
and then it randomly lost spark. Well, probably lost spark because you.
Had the wiring directly hooked
Well,
up to the battery.
Yeah, and the CDIs can probably only take so much for so long.
Correct. But that's pretty much what we got. So we will hop back in here. You guys will see us again with this thing when we have some parts. All right, well, we're back with the old 300EX. So this is what we have found over the past couple of days. I've been kind of working on it a little bit. What we found is the person who had it before me had the main power wire coming off the battery that was supposed to go into the voltage regulator, I believe it is, hooked directly into the wire for the taillights. So no wonder it had no power. We did all that. We have the main wiring harness pretty much all figured out now. We rewired the fuse box in, so we have that going now. The biggest thing now is just trying to figure out the whole bar thing. So I was talking to some guys that are big Honda boys, and they said if my kill switch and stuff on the bars, as well as my little key tumbler, if those things aren't connected correctly to the CDI, the thing will not give spark. Right now I can jump it with the starter solenoid. I can jump that and it'll crank, as you guys saw, but it won't give me spark yet. So that's what we're trying to figure out now. Lots of wires, lots of wiring diagrams I've been looking at. It's just been kind of a tedious little process, but nothing we can't figure out. So what I'm doing now, just got out here, is I'm going to try to get this thing going, obviously. I'm gonna go through, check all the grounds again, even though I did. I'm gonna sand them down a little to make sure they're all fine, and then we'll go from there, because I don't believe it's a ground, but it very well could be. And then we will try to figure out everything up in the bars. If I can't figure everything out putting the bars. I actually do have a new wiring harness and a new wiring harness for the bars, like the kill switch and stuff, coming in on Tuesday. Today is Saturday. So it'll be here in a couple days. If I can't get it running, we can slap those in here. We should be good to go. The guy who had it before me has this wiring harness diced up. I'm talking diced chicken here, you know? So I've been trying to figure that all out, trying to get the connections good, cover everything so I don't have any exposed wires. Trying to figure out where some of these wires go. I'm gonna get into this, show you guys kind of what we got rolling, and then hopefully we can get this thing ripping today. That'd be really sick. The boys aren't around today. But other than that, let's get rolling this thing, because I would love to rip some wheelies up and down the road today. Make my neighbors even more happy than they already are at me because of my loud Mustang. All right, let's get into it. Okay, after a long conversation with my friend's ChatGPT, I figured out that my stator wire was faulty. So I took some tape that was out, that's hot. I took some tape that was on the wire, I took it off, and it turns out that the wire was melted. So I cut that off. I tested the open wire with the ground, and guess what? It gave me a pulse. I thought I was gonna have to do a stator on this thing, which would have sucked, but we should be good now, I hope, I believe. So I'm gonna hook this thing back in, and then I'll give it a couple cranks. Maybe we have spark, maybe we don't. I hope we do though. So we shall see. I tested everything else. ChatGPT gave me a whole rigmarole of what I needed to do, and I followed what they needed to do, and I figured out the problem. So shout out to ChatGPT. Well, not shout out yet. If it works, I'll say shout out. But right now, I'm just hoping. But we'll see. Give me 1 second. Let me hook some stuff up, and I'll show you what we got. Well, I have good news. I have bad news. The good news is figured it out. The bad news is it's the stator. So I have to get a new one of those, rip the other side of the motor apart, put it in. So we're gonna have to get that on order here in the next couple of minutes. But for now, I am going to degrease and pressure wash the whole thing so then it doesn't look like a pile of garbage. Hopefully some of this goofy red paint will come off and it'll be silver again, because the silver looks way better than all this goofy red spray paint. So I'm going to degrease this whole thing, hook up the pressure washer, and you know, just let her eat. Okay, so this is where we are at now. We have all the wiring stripped off. Pretty much everything that has to do with the electrical system is off, except for the stator, which we have to take off when the new one comes in. So we should have everything for this thing to get it up and running. But we have an all new wiring harness, all new kill switch and everything for the bars is coming. That's all new wiring. And then we have the stator as well. So everything electrical on this thing will be brand new. But everything should be ready to go for this thing. The problem is the perfectionist in me wants to take this whole thing apart and paint it so that it looks decent. But I'm going to try to refrain from doing that. I may take bits and pieces off and paint them or something like that, just to make it look a little bit better. Now that I know where all the wiring does on this, it should be a breeze to put back on and put it back together. Hopefully we have spark then. All right, everyone, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up for this video with the 300EX. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tune in next week for when we get this thing up and running. Right now, we're just waiting on parts. We have the handlebar switch. We have the wiring harness coming in, and then all we are waiting for is the main part, which is the stator. Once that is in, we can get this thing up and going. We can get all these four-wheelers out on the trails. Should be primo, should be awesome. We can get everything going. There she is, shining in the light. Still don't know how I feel about the plastics, but you know, it should be a cool little ripper once we get this thing going. Should be pretty simple once we get everything kind of going in. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tune in next week when we get this thing back up and running and hopefully ripping. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different. I haven't had much riding content here lately. We should have a bunch coming up. We have a lot of stuff in the works. Nolan actually just went and picked up something new. Would have been 2 days ago, which you guys haven't seen yet, but you'll see. And we should be up on the lake a bunch this week, so that'll be fun too. Bringing the boat up, you guys will see that in action for the first time. Maybe we'll get some surfing going. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are the absolute best, and we'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace.